The International Space Station program provides students with the opportunity to conceive, design, build, test, integrate, and qualify computer-controlled science experiments that are then sent into space. Desert Christian High School students' experiment will be active on the International Space Station in 2015. This video chronicles Desert Christian High School students' journey creating their project named Microgravity Effects on Graphene-Based Supercapacitors. With the help of two mentors, Chris Hamilton, AV College Assistant Professor, and Alan Parker Jr., Dryden Flight Research Center Electrical Engineer, students began their journey in September 2014.
We are the Desert Christian High School International Space Station project team, and we are a collection of high schoolers from Desert Christian High School who are on various teams, including the engineering, software, and PR team, and we all are working on various projects with the end goal of creating an experiment that will go on the International Space Station. I'm on the engineering team, and we are doing two separate projects. One of those is building the circuit board that is going to go on our experiment, and the other is we are making the graphene and actual supercapacitors that will be a part of our project.
I'm on software team, and we're actually supporting the engineering team in that we're actually making the code for our project that we're sending up.
So far, we're going to have eight supercapacitors, and we're going to send a charge into the circuit board, and we'll see how long the graphene supercapacitors maintain their voltage and how long it takes for it to decrease that voltage, and that's where we'll get our results.
The teams that I'm on are PR and business, and what we do is we get together at each meeting and we just collaborate on how we're going to raise funds. We really would like to be able to watch our experiment launch in Florida.
Hopefully, if all works well, then supercapacitors could be used for everything from space travel, using them on the International Space Station, using them on rovers, all sorts of different applications in space.
Right now, we are completed with everything we have to do at this point. We're just waiting for software team to finish their programming and coding and testing, and after that, we'll see where that goes.
We currently have our preliminary test code ready, and we will be in the process of testing that code and debugging it and making any necessary changes to it. So hopefully we will see results very soon.
I'm on public relations and marketing team, and right now we are working towards fundraising and getting a bunch of money just to support our group to go to Florida and to see our launch in person. Right now we have done fundraisers at Applebee's and Sweet Frog, and we're going just more and more trying to work our way up. We have raised $1,200 so far.
The final launch date was pushed back to June 13, 2015, creating a conflict with Desert Christian's senior graduation. This altered students' plans to attend the Florida launch, but the funds raised were put to good use and work on the project continued.
We are in the final stage of this project. It's been a really long journey since we started, since September. Partway through the year, we needed another computer, and we found out we needed another computer for this project. And so part of the fundraising that we did went towards the new computer for the business teams.
I'm walking away with a ton of knowledge on just kind of how things work in terms of computers and programming. All right, here's our final project at work here. And what is going to happen here is that our microcontroller is going to communicate with several things. First of which, it's going to communicate with the I2C board, and it's going to make sure all the supercapacitors are going to be charged, discharged, and the data is recorded. What's going to happen is that the McMech controller will then communicate with this computer and kind of relay the results, and it's actually downloading the files onto the computer.
So the delivery date for our experiment is April 10th, and then our experiment will be launched a couple of months later on June 13th, and we hope to have a live feed of the launch at our launch party and be able to witness our experiment go up in space.
Just by the time I've spent doing this, I've learned so much.
I just like the idea of seeing a rocket launch with my experiment and knowing that my experiment is in space and it is actually doing something for science.